Hey everyone, this is Star with a tutorial on how to map out development, but taking a particularly close look at how to map out a more complicated project where there's more than one parcel or property boundary or what they call an assemblage of parcels. So let's dive in. I've got a good example looking at a master plan for a project in New York City called Essex Crossing. So just for context, Essex Crossing is a large urban renewal site from a long time ago, the 60s, I think, in New York City. It's in the Lower East Side in Manhattan. It's under construction still. They've opened up a few buildings now, which is exciting to see. But it's a very large project. So we're looking at a large area with lots of different parcels. I would probably create several phased projects for this one, but for the sake of looking at how to make all of these different parcels and properties into one single project, it makes a great example of, or a great tutorial example for us to look at. So as you can see here, Essex Crossing is made up of several different blocks along Essex and Delancey. And when we go into Citiesense, we're starting with a single block right here. And the first thing we need to do is make that a larger site. So let's get started. As you can see, we've got one parcel selected right now. I've opened up the editor where you can see that parcel. And this project site actually is quite a bit larger. To change this, we go into the map on the editor, which you can see me doing here. And we move we click on the draw button first, and then we move the pins around, or the vertices, these corners around, until they have matched up with the actual parcels. We originally did have a tool where it would be more of a selection of the parcels, but to make this more scalable, we had to deprecate that and go back to this kind of a little bit more tedious process of just drawing shapes. But the good news is here is it makes things more flexible. So, if you're dealing with outdated city data sets where the parcels aren't correct, this is a great way around that. So all I've done is just, you can see I've dragged the corners around to draw this new shape, and it now encompasses 3 different project sites. Next thing I'll do is hit done and save this, and the updated record will show up on the map here. Voila. Now, as you can see, this is not exactly the full size of the site. So what we'll do is I want to show you the exact same workflow, but using the project page. So here we've opened up the page, and as you can see, it's the same shape. But to make it even bigger, whether it's the page or the map form, which we just worked with, we can go back into the editor, which I'll do here. Click on edit from the top of the map there on the page. And we will actually make that shape larger and much more complicated. It's going to be a little bit tedious, but bear with me as we work through this here. So again, the same process. We hit the draw button and edit the shape to show the site more precisely. It'll be the exact same thing. As you can see, I'm just drawing these vertices to the parcel boundaries. I can speed this up a little bit because you get the idea, I'm sure. But there's a few things I want to point out. I like to hit done several times just to save the work. It doesn't matter, that's just kind of a personal preference. And I'm gonna speed up here so we can get to the end of it, but you get the idea. It's a tedious process. I hope most of your development projects are not as complicated as Essex Crossing here. With this particular site, I would probably have actually phased it and just done several different projects. So, showing phase 1 as its own project, phase 2 as its own project, and not having one giant master plan here as a project. But this was just a great example of how you could actually accommodate master plans like this, or at least assemblages of several parcels in the system. So thanks for following along, and yeah, please ask questions using the comments below the video, and look forward to making some more of these videos soon.